Hey, welcome to another episode of the Frustration Notebook. I'm Banjo, and Ben is over on the control panel. Say
Hello, I'm Ben.
All right, today we're going to go ahead and we're going to break down 3 videos for you and just kind of give an overview of them. We got 2 serious ones, and then one kind of ends on a more, what would you say?
It's the first 2 are definitely more police oriented, and the third one is police, but like honestly, it's just a person thing. It's a Karen. It's a police Karen.
I agree with you on that.
It's you could see anybody in this seat doing what she's doing, but it's not specifically police. Well, you'll see it when we get there, but I guess we can
go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Let's start the beanness. So the first one, probably, especially a lot of folks that know us, would be definitely familiar. I think this was something that was national. It was definitely national, right?
I think national. It was, yeah, definitely made.
But this was more local. So, as you can see, South Carolina School District banned an SRO after they did this with a student.
Go ahead and stop that.
And that's at least this video is very short.
I don't think we know how old that student is, but I don't think that really makes a difference at that point.
No, it says high school student, but yeah. I mean, it would make a difference though.
Yeah. As far as I don't know the slamming in the chair. I mean, I have to agree with what you said earlier. I believe with if an arrest was going to be made.
Yeah.
Then that was, to me, that didn't look all that horrible. A chair gets turned over. It looks probably bad on film, but if you're refusing to get out of that chair.
Yeah, it's the time of talking is done. You are under arrest.
Right. And then the dragging out the chair, you definitely want to get that person away from that weapon, I would say. I mean, the chair could be used.
Well, yeah. And
it's going to get you tangled up in it just as easy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think the execution of what he did was all that horrific as far as the grabbing and the dragging them away from everything else to keep them from other students, B, getting them into a place where you can easily put handcuffs on them, and then C, getting them away from that chair that's been turned over. But all in all, I mean, you were an SR. This kind of made precedence for how when used to police, how you did things in the school, and what would be your take on coming into the school and having to deal with a disruptive student, or one they've asked to leave several times.
Right. And the approach would be, and my situation was different. I was not at a high school, so I dealt with little kids, but still, just like what Banjo had said, it's more on, was this person under arrest? Of course, what we just saw was 20-second clip was all that was plastered over. It was the most violent part of, it's going to be like, look where it starts. It starts with he's already got hands on her.
Yeah.
The earliest point of the video is already where what does this look like, right? This looks like officer comes in
and just snatches
there she is, officer, and just snatches her right out.
And right? I guess the backstory is, I think she was asked by several different administrators and everyone else, even the officer, to leave numerous times in the classroom for being disruptive. And of course this here makes like you said, the small cut's what's going to make the news in this small piece. And you don't have nothing that leads up to it, so it's a snippet of the whole thing. Like I said, was it politically? Yeah, I mean, it looks horrible. It's a political nightmare.
Yeah, we can go over that too, because another thing we kind of forgot to mention, I guess, in the intro, this is the Monday morning quarterbacking session.
Oh, yeah, very true.
Of the Frustration Notebook, is where we get to, sit back. I mean, I guess it's not like completely Monday morning quarterback, because, like we kind of were in this position, it's not like actual Monday morning quarterbacking where like I second guess a professional quarterback athlete that makes millions of dollars and is really good at what he does. These are just these would be just essentially coworkers, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I know,
but it's still, same in the same realm of like, oh, if I was there, I'd, that's not. It's just kind of more observing.
This is what I would have done. Yeah, this is what I would.
Yeah,
and it's hard to say during the heat of the moment.
Yeah,
and like I said, theoretically, everybody's a human. Everybody.
Exactly.
And everybody makes mistakes. I'm not saying he totally made a mistake. I believe he had gotten let go.
You just don't have all the. Yeah, he did. He actually did get fired pretty soon.
Yeah. After
this happened, or when the video came out, I'm not certain if that was 2 different times. But yeah, like, just want to, I guess, like a disclaimer. We're just like anybody else.
Yeah.
Just like this guy was anybody else, just a guy.
And like I said, it didn't look like, it didn't like he slammed her to the ground.
Yeah.
He grabbed her. She kind of kicked the chair back, it looks like, and he's pulling. It's a bit of both.
And kind of to get back at what Ben would do in his infinite knowledge, first off, I'd clear the classroom. Clear the classroom.
Yeah, y'all need to leave.
Everybody else out.
And
all the other students out. All the other, teacher, admin, maybe stand at the door. Because, and I would say this pretty well translates, even to like adults, if you really think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, give this person an audience, especially when was this? This was like 7 years ago?
Yeah, 7
But especially now in 2023, you give somebody, I don't know, the boldness to be like, I'm on camera. I can, like, the audience of this video is going to take my side over this cop.
Oh, yeah.
That is the feeling. So number one, clear the classroom out. So, but that's one of the aspects of it, because like this person will be more emboldened if they have people that might be on their side be around.
Oh yeah.
But if they're in this room just by themselves, and they might show a little bit more humility, maybe not. But also, it's a thing of safety. Like, honestly,
like I said,
you get everybody else out.
Yeah,
you get everybody else out of there, so nobody else gets involved. Well, number one, they don't get directly involved if they feel that you're doing something out of line and actively try. But the more realistic thing of them being in the way of a table getting flipped over, or something getting thrown, or a person gets combative. Like, look how close, look how close you are to kids and property. Property too. This classroom's full of. I think that my favorite character in the video, this guy, absolutely chill, not even turning and looking, and the coolest jacket ever.
Is it on backwards?
I
think it is. Look at the buttons.
I think it is on backwards.
I think we're breaking something down we weren't meant to.
I'm okay with it. And you gotta wear that the right way, man. This is Ninja Turtles.
I wonder what the back says, which should now be the front.
That's how girls wear jackets, though. What are you doing?
Maybe he's just cold, doesn't want to put the jacket on.
Then you put the jacket on, you button it down.
Yeah, but like a Snuggie. You don't have all that extra thickness in the back.
Yeah, but then you get a Snuggie, not a jacket.
You don't take a Snuggie. Who takes a Snuggie to class?
It's pretty. People can do crazy things. Who wears a jacket backwards?
Well, apparently that guy does.
He does.
Like a Snuggie.
But yeah, like even look whenever like these look. Good Lord, she's got like two. She's got like 2 electronic devices, She's got like an iPad and a computer. Like, there's a lot of very expensive stuff that me and you have paid for.
Yeah.
This is taxpayer. This is stuff we paid for. Like, I would like for y'all to be careful around that stuff.
Oh, there goes the foot up in.
Yeah, there's.
Even she's leaning back, like, oh, it's coming at me.
Yeah, look how close this is, and like this poor girl. Like, what does she do?
Yeah.
Imagine being in her shoes. Like, what do I do? Do I leave? Do I?
But, when it comes down to it, if you were going to make the arrest, which, he's throwing handcuffs on, I assume, and I don't know. I don't know how old she is. I'd assume the arrest is being made.
Yeah.
And I think we looked the statute up. It was, what?
It was there was a disturbing school statute. It was like 16, 17, 420.
Yeah.
I remember it, obviously, because it's 420.
South Carolina code,
In South Carolina code, that is any person that disrupts a school. Normal, it's essentially like the wording of like disorderly conduct, right? The normal, what would you say? Normal routine. I don't know the exact wording, but the normal day-to-day routine type stuff of a school.
And I believe, I don't know what she was doing originally to get thrown out. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they really get to the details about that in the story. It's more about him. It's all focused on him.
It's all focused on him and none of her behavior.
Right. And you don't even know what happened if she even got expelled or anything else. I mean, if you had all the administrators now, like the video stated, with the teacher, the vice principal, the principal, guidance counselor, whoever else was in there asking her to leave, then obviously there's going to be some kind of disturbing or disrupting that normal routine of the day. And like I said, did he just come in? We don't know. Did he just come in and grab her?
Yeah. And the age would be a big factor too, because being under arrest, I mean, it's while worded the same way. Right. If she was considered a juvenile,
well, there'd still be a juvenile.
She wouldn't be going to. But like.
Yeah, DJJ would not take her for.
Would be going to jail. Yeah, she wouldn't be going to jail. And ultimately, like, would you need to be detaining? Like, like she's just gonna be. She could sit her happy ass right there in that seat. Right. And get all her paperwork to be charged with that as a juvenile.
They almost need a spare classroom that's not being used, so you can move everybody to it and leave her in that room. Okay, if you want to sit here, you can sit here.
And that goes back to the clear the classroom.
Yeah.
Like, and that, like, man, that sucks. Like, you get put such a position like that as this officer. Like, he's being called in because obviously she's, being what a disruptive student. I imagine, again,
we don't
maybe not, because we don't get the. This is a very complex incident.
Oh, it's just a snippet. Yep.
Just a snippet, a 20-second snippet. That probably, if you searched for this would be all that you would find on YouTube. The slam and everything.
Right.
But in a vacuum, with the pure information of this person is being charged with a crime, I don't like the action is reasonable.
I'd imagine, looking at this here, you're going to get a lot of the hands around the neck area there, but if you remember, that kind of didn't really take place too much until after. Oh no, he's kind of go around. That's when he's
kind of trying to go around.
So it doesn't. Well, did he grab the leg? Yeah, he grabbed the leg. Okay.
So he's trying more to, and like this is super.
Yeah,
this is super Monday morning quarterback, and we're slowing down the speed. He's really.
He grabs the leg, and then
he's going for the leg. He's not going for a chokehold. It looked like he was trying to
drag her
go grab an arm, maybe.
Right.
Like when he reached around that first time, maybe trying to reach around and grab that arm right there, or grab something.
Well, already gets scoot. I don't know what happens there.
But then she bucks right up, and she goes right to swinging. Look, she's swinging on him.
And that doesn't like much of it. It's more of a turnover. It's not really a slam.
It's not a slam. It's not a slam.
Turn the chair over with you in it.
But like, let's also be sure to point out, had she just fucking listened?
Oh yeah. From the get-go, he wouldn't have been there to begin with.
He would never have even been in this room.
Or the guidance counselor.
Yeah.
Or the vice principal or the principal. This all wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I like to know where the other students are, where the other admins at. It's like they left the room and just left it for him.
That's very true.
And it comes down to admin wanting you to do their job in a way.
Yeah, which is a very touchy thing, because like, they want you to do that. They want you to be that threat. They want you to be that. Oh man, if I had $1 for every time, you be bad, I'm gonna send you with him. Because I was with little kids. I had up to second grade.
It's almost like it's.
He's the bad man. He's gonna get you. And I'd always just nip that right in the butt. Like, no, like, I'm your friend. You come to me if you need me. Exactly. I'm your buddy. Like, I'm here for you. I mean,
you get it where a little kid runs away now, and you've ingrained into him. Hey,
or they grow up to be a teenager, and they're like, "This cop can't touch me. I'm gonna fight back. He's the bad guy."
Yeah. When clearly, like, everyone's there doing their work. I didn't even see a laptop on her desk even open.
Yeah. Yeah. Which again, she could have thrown it. She could have already thrown, like, we just don't know. We just don't know what happened to lead up to this.
Yeah.
But you literally get, the only footage that you see is this. You don't see any, like, what if this was like a 20-minute lead up of him being like, hey, look, come on.
Yeah, don't.
But again, I would, the biggest thing that I would say would be, do everything that you can, which would be get all of the other students that are just trying to be there and do school things, get them out of the classroom, leave them without an audience, and then just, I mean, you got time. Yeah. You got time.
You're there all
You're
day.
not in any rush.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with this right now, especially if the whole class leaves. Like, okay, you could say the class is disruptive, but, you know, they're disruptive.
I'd
anyway.
imagine it's even a little bit more disruptive after this.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
So
but you got to think, too, like, you know, this is obviously like a cell phone video.
Yeah.
So, like, whoever did this, like, knew that something was brewing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you didn't pull your phone because...
Yeah, he just didn't have it out all the time.
Recording that girl the whole time. That's the case. This guy's the creeper.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Why is he recording this girl all the time?
He's sneaking a peek. But yeah, this is just a touchy one because you just don't have all the information. That's just I think that would be the biggest thing of like.
And I don't know.
There's always more.
This is around the time I think when body cams started being on the scene. And I don't know if SROs were one to get them right off the bat. I mean, most schools have security cameras, but
yeah,
like I said, we're not seeing the whole thing, and they may not have had one working in the class. They might not have one in the class at all. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I know, like I said, he was let go, and then
I don't know if he came back though. This has been, like I said, like 7 years. I think maybe he's been cleared.
Right. But
in my opinion, I would say again, it would heavily deter. Like, is she charged with something? She's under arrest? Yes.
Yeah.
Or
if you're just removed from the class.
Is he just trying to remove her from the class? That's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's a big no.
Like, no, you're not there to remove students from classrooms. That's why schools have, 10 admin positions of principal, vice principal, behavior counselor. They have all these positions. You're not there for behavior. You're there for law.
Exactly.
Enforcement.
Criminal.
Criminal.
We
exactly.
don't deal with civil.
Criminal issues.
That's the thing we always say. Like, we can't go, like, well, you were there. You can't go in someone's locker. Principal can go in lockers all day long. And
you could be standing there with them when they do it, but you still as a officer, you still have to follow your...
Oh, yeah. The Fourth
you have your rules to follow.
Like
you're there as a reference, as a resource.
Yes. Kind of ironic how it's called that. Huh?
That's why I think that might be where the name comes from, Banjo. Right. Crazy.
Let's.
But that's. I think we'll go to the next one. This one, I think, that's a more complicated one. I would say that.
Well, that's probably one of the most complicated.
That's a complicated one. You can't just say one way or the other.
Now I haven't seen this next one, so this will be.
This next one will be pretty interesting. It's 15 minutes long, but we can kind of get the gist of it. Essentially, this is an apartment complex. These people called because they're claiming they heard something next door.
Okay. Well, I mean...
They heard, like, fighting or yelling coming through the wall of the apartment.
I can see a concern there.
Brittany. That was the neighbor right there.
And that's her boyfriend who came over after she got upset.
This is Brittany. She's one of the guys.
Brittany lives here. Brittany Pony.
I live here. This is my friend Brittany.
This is body cam footage from the other officers. 2 officers here.
It's funny how
I wasn't here. I was outside.
they blur out everybody's face, but I guess
not the officer though. Yeah.
Which room? Which?
Okay.
This
All right, thank
neighbor right
you.
here is what she said.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't in here.
So only person heard it was her.
Banged on the door, or through the wall. Bam, 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 and I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck up! And so I came out and was like, what's going on?
TV's probably
He
on.
wasn't here. Dog wasn't here.
Yeah.
Don't know though. That's it. I'm just assuming.
So right off the bat, I know we kind of wanted to go through everything first, but with this will be a story that builds across the time. I guess we could maximize it.
There's a few
it builds
questions.
across it. Right off the bat, just know you're not gonna have all the information.
Oh yeah.
These 2 officers, they've never seen these. Well, maybe they have.
They could be regulars.
They could be regulars, but they could be never even see. They don't know anything about this. They're getting all this information from her.
Yep.
And it's he did all he did all this. This is where really knowing that people are gonna paint. They're not gonna paint themselves, even if it's the truth.
Oh, in a bad.
They're not
light.
gonna paint themselves in bad light.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
You see her wording. I was just sleeping.
Yeah.
I was just sleeping.
Like I said, we have no idea. I mean, it could have
No
had the
idea.
radio on.
She could have been sleeping. She could have been sleeping.
Yeah.
But like you said, had her radio blaring because she likes to listen to music when she sleeps. But she's not gonna say that.
Oh, definitely not.
And she's not telling a lie, but you could say omitting parts of the truth is lying.
Yeah. And like I said, we
don't know.
She could have. Everything she says could be 100% true.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's when you come. You have to, unfortunately, as an officer, you have to second guess everything. That's said. And you've got to pick the truths from the
what you can see and
partial
prove.
truths to the lies apart.
And you don't always get everything.
Yeah.
There's sometimes that you don't have enough.
Right.
And people get mad at that because like I can understand that because like I was there. I'm telling you what it was, but like
yeah, you got to understand that we don't know. Yeah.
Don't know.
and it could be a drunk neighbor. She could be 100% right. This guy gets drunk on the weekends or whatever. Maybe the officer's familiar with him. Maybe he does get drunk on the weekends and raises hell with everybody.
Yeah.
But we don't. So I don't know because I haven't seen this at all. So let's continue to break it down.
Yeah. So essentially, what we got so far is this is her room. Mm-hmm. She was here by herself.
Right.
He was banging on the door.
She calls boyfriend.
Shut the F up. She calls boyfriend over with, I guess, his dog.
Yeah, and then
so that's not going to make things better because he's making more noise.
Yeah.
And he hasn't heard anything. He's not involved. He is thrown. I'm not here. Whatever. So that's all we got so far. And then she calls the police.
Right to the fucking mouth.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think something happened there. She.
And what's it look
I
like?
came out and I was like, "What's going on?" Right to the fucking mouth.
Oh, punch her in the mouth?
Okay, now which room is he in?
I don't know. Right
Let's see, we
there,
can't see.
Possibly.
Okay.
What he look like?
Yeah, so this will obviously be part of it. Of like, does she have an injury? Like she said that he came over to her door, I guess, and then punched her in the mouth.
Well, he didn't say punch. She just said right to the mouth.
Right in, yeah.
So,
pointed and then was like right to the mouth.
And that's one thing you always need to be clear on too, especially if you're doing a report later. Was it a slap? Was it a punch?
Yeah.
Was it a poke?
Exactly.
Was it a flick?
Or if that's all she would
Was it a
say,
weapon?
that's when you put in there.
Yeah. Was it
you
a weapon?
say she said and pointed at her face right to the mouth.
I mean, he could have just been threatening. Like, did the old to the moon, Alice.
Yeah.
And then right to the mouth.
Yeah, pow, right in the kisser.
It could have been a weapon. We don't know anything at this point.
Yeah, did he have a machete? Did he just slap her? Did he?
But yeah, injuries is a big thing to look for.
Yeah, definitely what you could see in injury stuff.
He is an older man. I honestly don't know. When you get knocked the fuck out, you
Nope.
don't really.
We just moved into this.
Not the fuck out now.
Yes, was a punch to the mouth. Out.
But she's awake now.
I
Maybe that's
called,
when she was sleeping.
Yeah, not even. I called I walked in the door and
That guy almost sounds like me.
Busted. Oh my shit! My nose, my mouth.
Now, what makes me think that she's not quite so bloody or anything?
There's no blood on her pink sweatshirt.
There's no blood on her sweatshirt, and the officers aren't like looking at her.
Yeah, they got to kind of look for the yeah.
Like-
And I sometimes, if I see an obvious one, when I was doing that, when I would be looking, if I see an obvious split in the lip,
Yeah.
I might look for other wounds. Like, okay, got punched in the mouth. Was he hit anywhere else? But then I also like to ask, were you hit anywhere else?
Exactly. Were you hit anywhere else, or were you? What was it? And then does that line up?
That's going to make it on the film. Go ahead and
Yeah,
tell me
that's fine. We're gonna top off with some 7-Up. But yeah, does it make it on the film? Does it make it on the, not the film, but the do the injuries line up?
Yeah.
Does what, if she says, oh, he pistol whipped me,
Right.
but then you look and it's like her face is a little red.
Right. I mean, how many times in the past, way back when I would do that stuff, would it be, he punched me 8 or 9 times in the face, and I would always say I wouldn't see nothing, and either one of two things: either A, that man cannot punch,
Yeah. Yep.
or B, he didn't punch you in the face.
Yep. Yep.
May have slapped you
Exactly.
one time, may have punched you. I don't know, but usually with 8 or 9 punches to a face, you're going to have some kind of damage.
Oh God, yes.
But-
And see too how she described it. I got knocked.
Oh,
Out.
out. First it was just right in the mouth, and now, knocked out.
So not only did she get knocked out, so you got to think what she did after she got quote knocked out.
That's when she was sleeping. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, She called her boyfriend, right?
Yeah, didn't call the police.
Didn't call the police. Called the boyfriend.
Right.
So.
All I want to do is like, hey, what was disturbing you? And he was like, shut the fuck up. Boom.
Was he white, black?
He's
Hispanic?
white.
Does he have
You gotta think of the smells too.
bald?
Gray hair.
Yeah, gray hair.
Does she smell like alcohol?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Something you don't get from video even.
Right here, not the.
And we don't know, slurring the words a bit if
He
it's.
was bang, bang, bang. That's what woke me
Yeah, she
up.
could have been sleeping. You know, that could be from waking up sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now they're going over to the neighbors. Who did all this? Allegedly.
Had dogs in there.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom.
You could have been talking to the dogs.
What you think of his police knock?
You really want to be a little more enforceive. I mean, that's kind of a light knock. I mean,
Like
it's
you
not
got,
bad. And
like
you like to announce yourself.
give a number. How many times you knock? You hitting? How many times you'll knuckle touching that door?
So I never knuckle touch. I kind of like, I hate to say like a gorilla
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah. You want vibrations.
Yes.
You'll
You
feel.
want the door to shake a bit. And then I like to announce because
Yeah.
unless it's something different. But
See, this is definitely Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. This is a, boom, 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 whatever, police department, sheriff's office, whatever agency, CIA, FBI,
Yeah.
let him know that you're there. That way, he's not thinking it's the neighbor coming out and wanting to, whatever fight they may have had. You don't want to come out swinging at you,
Exactly.
thinking that you're the.
Make it very clear. This is the police that's at your door.
Yeah. That way, there's no question. Well, I didn't know it was the police.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Because like if you come to my door and you knock on it politely like this,
oh yeah,
I'm not coming to the door.
oh yeah. Well, we know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ben is
hell
not
no.
coming to the door.
Yeah.
But if it's like somebody beating on my door,
Yeah, who the hell's beating on
I'm gonna
the
be
door?
pissed. But then like police, oh okay,
Okay, well, yeah,
we'll see.
let's see
I
what's
probably
going on with
I probably even more specifically won't go to the door if it's the police.
Right.
I can see some warrants. Don't rip my door down, but yeah. This is. I guess I stopped and said this to kind of get into like our headspace of
Yeah.
like there's like everything that you do like as an officer is like not intentional, but it has like a reason behind it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like where they're like what do you see here, right? Like you're seeing where they're standing, how he knocked, did he announce, how is he standing bladed towards the door?
Right.
Whereas
Where the backup's at. Yeah.
where's the backup at? Where's the other suspects at? You're complaining, but like could be a suspect.
Yeah, they should go back inside.
They
and
need
come
to go.
back
Yeah,
it.
they need to go back in their
All it's going to do
apartment.
if he comes out, it's going to irate him more.
It's gonna
if
irate him
that's-
more.
If
Yeah.
that's whatever the problem
Yep.
is.
Go back inside your room. Appreciate it. I'll be right back with you in just a second.
Especially since it's directly next door. Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly. There's and tunnel vision definitely is a thing. But like that's just kind of in at least my headspace. I know.
Yeah, we don't
Banjo
even know
too.
where that. They could be standing right behind this backup officer, and who knows?
Yeah,
Then wait.
but it's just less you have to worry about.
Yes.
If they are in their apartment, and they're not going to antagonize him, and he's not going to antagonize them. Or I mean, you heard the dog. He has a dog too, right?
Yeah,
Didn't he have a
yeah, it
dog?
sounded like two.
It lets the dog loose.
Yeah.
You imagine the pure hell that would be let loose if that dog decided to attack this man.
Yeah.
So there's and all that just from walking up to a door, knocking on it. There's a lot to like break down and look at.
Get out.
when it comes
Yeah,
to
we
this
ain't
kind of
even to the meat of it yet.
Then we're not even to the meat of it. But
Let's continue.
which also
Yeah.
I may be stopping and doing this for a reason.
Right. True.
So
That's a little bit better of a knock.
I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
It was a bit more forceful.
What do you want? What the fuck? What's going over there?
All right.
Put it down, motherfucker! Put it
Oh.
down!
See.
Put it down!
Get on the ground now.
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
Get on the ground.
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
Oh, pause that. Pause it. Sorry.
yeah,
There's a ton.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
So once again, not announcing. He came to the door. I assume, I didn't see it. I may have missed it there. Might have been a firearm. Or was it a knife?
So, and I won't go back to check, but exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was something, right?
Because he assumed it was them. I believe. I don't know.
You heard I came to the door.
Yeah.
What the, what do you want?
Yeah, right off the bat. Yeah. And then, looks like he put it down, like he put it away.
It looked like he went to go get it.
Right.
And then maybe he finally noticed that they were playing. Because you got to think about it too. Okay, these officers need to think about it.
Yeah.
Think about what you can see when somebody shines a freaking light into your face. Yeah. A Lord of Lumens grade light that's shining 8 million lumens from a mag light into your face.
A bore light.
A bore light, yes.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Yeah.
And this guy has no idea who was at his door.
Because they didn't announce.
They didn't announce, and they knocked politely. Right. Whereas there's a reason. If somebody beats on your door, they say, "What? You like the police up in here?"
Yeah.
That's pretty. Like, you almost don't even have to acknowledge, like, it's the police.
Right.
People just know that sounds like the police.
Like I said, I don't know if he had anything or if he was grabbing something. I couldn't see. I heard her say, "Put it down."
Right.
At that point, they rush in. Which, if there was a weapon, I kind of get it. You want to go ahead and eliminate that threat ASAP. But to me, and like I said, this is what I saw from the small. And I'd have to really Monday night quarterback it. Looks like he put it down, or like I said, was going to get it but stopped, and then taser deployed. Now, he's already done what you've asked, it looked like. Stopped or whatever. Didn't come out. I'm in my house. I'm allowed to have a weapon in my house.
That's another big thing.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have a weapon in my house.
That's another big old thing.
And then I was a taser instructor, so I, at least in this circuit, there's 3. Well, all of taser, because taser puts out the same lesson plan.
Taser, not police.
Yeah. 3 of the things they've always said is these are people not to tase, or if you can prevent from tasing. I'll say not to tase, prevent. 1 is the young and the old. Bam, there we go.
Yep.
2 is pregnant women. If you know they're pregnant, try not to tase them.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 was the frail, like the really, really sickly thin.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 not to tase. This guy is 75. Granted, you don't know his age, but
you don't know, but you can tell he's old.
Yeah. And that should be a guy being able to manhandle if you had to do something.
There's 2 of you there.
Yes. And he doesn't look like he's a bodybuilder. Doesn't look like Vince McMahon or anything.
Yeah.
Or
that would be the go-to.
Yeah.
But because Vince McMahon's a big man.
Yeah, he is.
You imagine you can see him stomping out of here.
I'd imagine him answer the door that crawl around on the floor like a dog. He would have come out saying some other stuff. But
You're fired.
Yeah. But then Taser also states, and how old is this? Is new.
This is a
2021.
That's a good
up there at the Axon, the very tip top.
You're right.
Yeah.
May of 21.
Taser has been, and unless they've changed it, which I know they haven't. It used to be there's places you could tase way back when I first started, and up to the end there was places that you can and can't tase, or I don't say you can't but shouldn't. Because everything, there's always exceptions to the rules.
Right.
This I don't think meets those exceptions to the rules, in my opinion. But you don't aim the whole dart to heart thing. You keep the taser. If you're doing a front deployment, you split that hemisphere. You get 1 in the stomach area and 1 in the leg if you can.
Right.
Now, obviously, different situations decree different things. If it's a more deadly situation, first of all, if it's a deadly situation, you shouldn't have your taser out to begin with because it's a deadly situation. But sometimes a non-deadly situation can turn deadly quick, and the thing you have in your hand might be the thing that would save your life. And therefore, deploying in the face, eyes, chest, anything would be fair game.
Right.
But for an old guy that's coming to the door, in my opinion, stay away from the heart area. Especially somebody who's 75. You're not supposed to be tasing to begin with. And now you're shooting them straight on in the chest. And I don't know where they deployed. It looked like it hit him in a place it shouldn't have hit him. But maybe we'll see it on the rest of this video coming up.
And I guess all that's to say, like, if this was a good tase, like even if it was like an acceptable
tasing
situation to tase,
yes,
then it's like there's still some issues.
Yes.
But in this situation, it's very much like it should have never even got
to
that point.
Right. Because at this point, what
has he done to get tased?
Exactly.
Is he under arrest?
Yeah, and then you've already...
Is he threatening you?
I haven't seen any of that so far. My opinion. But, well, honestly, this is the very beginning. No, I mean, you have no reason. Like I said, if he was holding a gun, maybe, but like I said, once again, you're allowed to have a gun in your house. Yeah, I don't want you holding a gun while I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You know, put it down. And I don't know if I'd bum rush a gun, but you could bum rush him to begin with, and maybe address the situation. But I mean, you're looking at a lot of red tape and a lot of rockets. Because it's all split second. This is stuff you have to make.
Yeah, really fast. Split second. Really fast. Yeah.
But that taser came out pretty quickly. I ain't gonna lie. That was a
taser and gun. The other officer, she has her gun out.
Oh.
The one who has the body cam here.
Yeah.
She actually has her firearm out.
Oh.
Well. Yeah. She's got her firearm out, and the other officer there has his taser out.
This is how case law gets made.
That's very true. This is how case law gets made.
This is how you get your name on a case law.
Which is not
75-year-old versus this county or town of whoever.
Now, after seeing that in real time, I feel it was pretty cut and dry, right? There's nothing really.
Does he have anything in his hand? I don't see anything in his hands.
So let's go back and look at it again and kind of go through a little bit better. So that's kind of what we were saying about this is why you want to knock and make it very obvious that this is the police.
Yeah.
You want to announce this is the police.
I've never seen this, and I already saw that flaw to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah. It's almost 11. It's 11 o'clock at night, and somebody's knocking on your door. Mm-hmm. And obviously, he was sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people hang out in their boxers, but if he's knocking on their wall, telling her to shut up,
then
he's probably trying to go to sleep. So you
got to be at
put it in
at 5
his suit. He's laying down in his bed trying to go to sleep, and somebody knocks on his door.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah, I've already had issues with the neighbors.
The neighbors. Yeah. What are they doing to come over here? Are they coming over to jump me?
Yep.
And then also, which this is stuff that you have to, as an officer, realize.
Right. Now I don't see
the peephole.
Oh yeah,
you won't. That's right. You need to be off to the side, but you got to realize that
you don't know
this person has no idea who's there, because even if they use the peephole, they're not seeing anybody. Yeah. So who's knocking on my door? Number one, and number two, who's knocking on my door and hiding?
Yeah.
Who they don't want me to see who they are after they knock on my door.
Very true. I don't see any, and I'm not saying he's new, but I don't see any rank or anything on him. And maybe that department doesn't put rank on your sleeve. But then again, and being new doesn't exclude you.
That's true. And being experienced doesn't exclude
definitely
you
not.
from doing stupid stuff either.
I mean, how many veterans in the years have we seen do something
that makes you really wonder, how did they get this far?
Yes.
How have you been doing this your whole career, and you still have a career?
Yep.
Quite frankly. But
what do you want? What the fuck?
You even hear right there, what do you want? And then he's like, what the? Yeah. That's him realizing, this is the police.
Yep.
So I honestly think he was actually going to put that, whatever he had in his hand, I think he was actually putting it back.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what the?
Over there. Put it down, motherfucker. Put it down.
He did. He's put it back. He did put it down. He did everything he said.
Put it back.
He has nothing.
Get out here right now. Get out here.
Get on the ground.
No.
And there's no
he's
not active resisting.
Nope. So. He's absolutely. That's probably my favorite part. Yeah. Get on the ground. No.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
Why do I have to get on the ground?
I'm in my own house with my own whatever he put back up there.
Yeah, which I'm guessing it was
a firearm.
Because he. Oh, okay. Let's kind of go back to here, and I don't want to. I mean, there's a lot to break down in this real quick segment.
It is. But, it all out. This is what, like a 5-second.
Oh yeah, it's the meat of it, right? Is really less 3 seconds,
Yeah.
maybe.
I
And
mean,
then
it goes quick.
like you got to be able to go ramp it up in an instant, but then you got to be able to ramp it back down.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's a tough thing to do sometimes.
You got to. So right off the bat, even if this guy did have something in his hand,
I mean, yeah,
like that's what I said about how you approach the door matters, because like he's in every single right of his
oh yeah,
to approach the door with a gun in his hand. He could have a bazooka in his hand.
yeah.
I don't know if bazooka's whatever. Like,
Makes
you
me
get the
second
point.
guess that hard knock now. I'm not really, but you know,
But like,
he might have. But you should have announced. But go ahead.
should have announced, should have hard knocked. You know, because then maybe he wouldn't have come to the door
Right.
with a knife, with a gun.
Or even yeah.
But then he comes to the door with a gun, and to me, and I've had this happen before. I've went to people's houses and knocked on the door, and they came to the door with a gun,
Yeah.
and I was like, at least in my, I think it was just alarms though.
Yeah.
They came to the door and they had a gun. It's like, yeah, that's reasonable. You're a reasonable person.
Yeah.
You come to the door late at 2:00 at night after your alarm went off. You have a gun in your hand. Yeah. That makes sense.
We went to a long time ago. I went to a house. The door was wide open. We thought it was a break-in.
Oh yeah.
So of course we knocked. Nobody answered. We come in, two of us with flashlights,
Yep.
announcing as we're going.
Uh-huh.
You know, police department went through, and then a guy from the back room must not have heard us, but then he yells, "I got a gun!" And then so we replied with, "Well, so do we." You know,
Yeah.
with the police department.
Yeah.
And he still didn't believe us. He didn't like, "What are you doing in my house?"
That's fair. That's
You
fair.
know?
Yeah.
And we're like, "The door was open." Like that, and so like he, you know, and we're, to be fair, we're kind of blinding him because at this point we don't know this is the homeowner because the door's wide.
There's
open.
no way either side can confirm who they
Yeah,
are.
he's hiding behind the corner.
Yeah.
You know? And then finally we're like, "Dude, put it down." You know, he's like, "No, you put yours down." Like, we're the police. We're not going to put our gun down.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know who you are. And of course, I'm the homeowner. Well, we don't. I mean, when
Yeah.
I put my gun away and you come out and shoot me.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, it was like a Mexican standoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally, he peeks out. You know, like peeks his head out and sees us. We kind of take the light off of him. I think one thing you probably shouldn't do. One of us had actually like lit themselves up with the flashlight so he could see us. And yeah,
I would say no wrong. Like, you know.
and then of course he's like, "Oh, you know," he laid his gun down in the hallway. He's like, "What are y'all doing in my house?" You know?
Yeah.
And we're like, "Your door is wide." We thought somebody broke in. We didn't, you know.
Yeah.
And of course he comes out in boxers, so you know,
Yeah.
obviously he was sleeping. It was cold. I don't know how he didn't realize it. But you know, all in all, everything worked out. But it was a little scary moment there for a minute. But like I said, we ramped it up, then you ramped it back down.
Yeah.
We all giggled at the end, and hey, man, I'll
Exactly.
Make sure your door's secure before
Yeah.
you go to sleep.
It's just lie. Your
You know.
power bills are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we had him check to make sure nobody did break in
But
and
yeah.
take anything while he was sleeping. I mean,
exactly.
he was sleeping hard.
Yep.
You know. But like I said, all was good.
Exactly. And I think that's what these two failed to do. Realize
Yes.
that like this guy can, and that's why it's important to excuse me. That's why it's important to like know like, yeah, it's okay if this dude has a gun.
Yeah. This
Like
is
he's
nice.
not in a Wendy's parking lot,
Right.
or he's not in a school with a gun in his hand.
Right.
He is in his house
In his boxers.
in his boxers at 11:00 at night, answering the door. He doesn't know who it is
Yeah.
because he doesn't see anybody in the people if he looked,
And nobody announced.
and nobody announced. He has no idea who it is. He just got in an argument with somebody.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, I'd come to the door with a gun.
Yeah. Full heartedly.
And then then your first clue is what do you like? What do you want? And then like what the like?
Yeah.
He realized, oh,
Yeah, it's police.
that's not who I thought it was gonna be.
Exactly. I thought this was the neighbors.
So right here off the bat,
What the fuck?
like this is the point of no return, I guess you could say.
Yes.
They should have picked in if they did see it.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's police. It's cool. Like
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to split
they
second.
just talk to
right there.
him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. How much talking did they do to this guy?
I don't think they did any.
They
Besides,
did nothing besides get on the ground.
Yeah. Put it down. Get on the ground.
Put him down, get on the ground.
Which he did put down. He put it.
He did exactly what they told him
where he
to
kept
do.
it. Yeah. I imagine that's where he kept it. I mean, he went right to that location.
Yeah, he's not going to drop it on the ground. That's his stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to break it.
Right.
But this is mine.
Yeah.
But like, even if you see it, you have to be like, oh man, it's police, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like
So be prepared.
be prepared for the worst, but like,
don't make it
hey,
worse.
chill out, man, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just us. Everything's alright. We're just here to talk. But instead,
They go from
essentially
0 to 100.
like he's forcing his way in. He's making sure the door stays open.
Yeah,
He's preparing to throw it open to dive at this guy.
Yeah, which I don't think is all that horrible. I mean, granted, yeah, he's in his house with a gun, but safety concern a little bit. Man answers, but then again, you've done everything wrong up to this.
You've done everything, yeah,
to
exactly.
create this situation.
Yeah, you've put yourself in this spot, and then go right in. Because to me, at this point, for you to do anything, like there has to be something that's been done wrong.
What's the old thing? Jeopardy, opportunity,
ability, opportunity, jeopardy.
Yeah, and so ability, and opportunity. Yes, but I don't think there's any jeopardy. I don't think he never pointed.
Exactly. I think this is a great way to describe the one of the harder ones of the three.
Right.
To describe is jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good way to describe the jeopardy one.
Right.
He has the ability. I'm assuming it was a gun.
Yeah, and he's
even if it was a knife.
It might. Yeah.
Either way, opportunity. He's within range. Right. Ability. He's got the weapon. Yeah. Jeopardy. Does he want to use it? Yeah. Is he brandishing it? No.
Is he pointing it? Is he
Is he
nothing.
pissed at you? He don't even know who you are.
Right.
He hasn't said anything. You haven't talked to him.
Yep.
You opened this door and then jumped on him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You've opened this door, haven't said a word to him, and jumped on him. Did they say anything to him? I don't think they said anything.
What do you want? What the fuck?
They haven't been announced to the police yet.
Was that the officer that said that? Wait a second.
That was him.
What do you want? What the fuck?
No.
Over there.
That was the officer that said that.
Said what the fuck? I don't think
What do you
so.
want? What the fuck? Over there. What do you want? What the fuck?
That was a police officer that said that.
It might have been. You're looking at me, but I mean I can't see the mouth moving, but maybe it is. But he has that stash that kind of covers it. But that's not a. Are you zooming in?
It's not working on full screen.
Oh well.
Over there.
Maybe closed captioning catches it.
Bang. Get on the ground. Get on.
What do you want? What the fuck?
That was the officer that said that.
No.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
Well, I agree. You don't.
The first thing that you say when this man opens his door, you say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, continue.
I've never noticed that.
Over there. Put it down, motherfucker.
Put it down.
He definitely said, "What the fuck?" 'cause
Get on the ground now.
Get out here right now.
No.
Get out here.
Get on the ground.
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
Oh no, he did split the hemisphere.
he split the hemisphere.
Yeah, he got the stomach shot. Sometimes all you have is a front shot.
Party's unconscious.
Unconscious? Hell yeah. 77-year-old man.
Yep.
Hit his head on the chair.
He just hit it on the chair.
He didn't have a weapon. There was no reason to tase that man. He didn't have a weapon.
Yep.
Oh, and they drag him out in the hallway?
Drag him out in the
Taser
hallway.
deployed. Party came out with a machete.
Oh, so it wasn't a gun.
It was a machete,
Which he put back.
which he put back. When y'all told him to put it back.
Breaking it all down. Still allowed to have a machete in the house.
Yep.
Allowed to have a machete
That
outside.
honestly makes it worse.
Yeah. And he's still laying those taser probes. Get those things out, the man. What is lit? Is that what's lighting up on
Sitting
the?
up.
Did you catch any of our traffic?
You see those on the knees?
Yeah, they just got us. Taser deployed.
His taser's on the ground over there.
Oh.
His taser's on the ground, yeah.
Okay, put him in custody. You start an ambulance.
All right, let's get him set up.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it off.
And see, now you're at a pretty tough spot. What are you gonna charge this man with? You just broke into his house and
Sir?
tased him.
Sir? Sir?
You might have
Sir.
worse concerns right now.
Sir, talk to us. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah, why don't you talk to me? And see, yeah, because I mean, what are you gonna charge this man with? You can't just go tase somebody.
Is that blood on the
Sir,
ground?
It looks like blood on the ground. I guess maybe from the prongs.
Shouldn't bleed that much, but being older, thin-skinned. God knows what. God knows what he landed
I
on when
got
he
it.
fell. We haven't seen the face.
Yeah,
okay, stay on your side. Stay on your
He's
side.
bleeding. Yeah.
he's
this-
bleeding.
on
This
your
is
side.
head or mouth.
I'm police. I'm the police. Stay on your side.
Well, okay. So
That'd have been nice to know.
we're 5 minutes into the video. It's the
I
first time she
understand.
said
I
this.
hit my walls hard.
I understand, sir.
I.
Stay on your side. Stay on your side.
Now, I don't know this guy from Adam, but
There must
like
be a big drunk party.
I feel bad for him.
Remember anything that happened?
I don't know, but I was right there.
Y'all better hope he doesn't remember anything that happened.
Bang.
This camera remembers
The
everything.
camera's gonna remember.
And well, it moved my bed nearly a couple of feet.
Well, maybe when he gets through, he can afford his own house.
Yeah. Good news for him is that he's not gonna have to worry about these neighbors anymore.
Yeah.
From the lawsuit he's gonna
And
get.
I was doing nothing except laying there sleeping.
Okay.
It's funny how both parties were sleeping.
And,
I'll go talk to her.
Yeah.
and they were banging to the wall. I mean,
Are you
loud.
good? Are you okay?
And I thought it was them coming after me.
Hey,
So why is she crying?
tell me.
You know how people can get. They just see violence or see something happen.
The
They
old
lose
man
their
should
stuff.
be crying. He's the
The
one.
old
who
man
got-
should be
he got
crying,
the
but-
5-second lightning ride.
Well, see, he sees dollar signs right now. Or he should be.
He should be giggling.
He should be happy as hell.
When I have somebody banging on the wall and then fucking punch
And
me in my
maybe
fucking
it's guilt she's feeling.
Maybe, but she still says he.
Because if she's like, I mean, she knows if she's full of crap or not.
We're here for you.
But if she was, then like,
What's
oh, you kind of caused this.
Yeah.
You sick to these mad dogs of cops on them,
Sally, okay?
Oh, shaking hands.
shaking hands with
You're
them.
okay. All right.
Where was this compassion with the old man who just come into his door?
You're upset. I get that, but are you okay?
The old man's
The old
upset.
man was upset. He came to your door, didn't know who you were.
What can I help you with?
You should be going asking that old man that.
Yeah, I understand you're upset.
Yeah, what is she upset about?
Apparently, she got punched in the mouth.
Oh yeah, she said she
And
got punched in the
knocked
mouth.
out. And knocked out.
Okay. Well,
And, I mean,
She
maybe
had-
so. Maybe the old man's a
Taken
piece of
5
dirt too,
He
but
came in here and I tried calling him. It was like I just
He didn't
got
do anything
fucking
wrong with the
knocked
police.
fuck
And she didn't call the
out.
police until after the boyfriend come
and
over.
she didn't call the police till the boyfriend came
okay.
over.
I know that doesn't necessarily like make it all better. Okay, but we're
This
here.
has to be hours from now. I imagine. At least an
That
hour.
was the neighbor right there.
Because we're almost at 11.
Oh, that's right. Now we get the other side. So this is the other side. That first one was the female officer's body cam, or the other officer. I'm assuming
Oh.
you know what they say.
Oh, so now you know he said, what the fuck?
We will, yeah, because we'll hear. I'd assume
A lot
we
more
should be able to
clear.
hear it. Yeah,
And maybe see it.
I'm fairly certain it was the cop that said that.
I literally
He
just saw you.
banged on the door, like, or through the wall. Bam, bam, bam. And I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck up. And so I like came out.
Or you know what else could be? They both very well could have been asleep. What if this man has dementia? What if this man thought somebody was beating on his wall, but he's you know,
That's
you don't
possible.
know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She might be telling the truth, and he might be telling the truth too. You don't know, and that's the problem. You don't know. That's why you only react to what you can react to, and they reacted very poorly.
You don't really.
What do you think of that haircut?
Oh, I don't know. It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's shorter. You kind of want shorter hair if you're gonna get. Fights.
Oh, yeah. From like a police standpoint, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't
He
want long hair.
busted all of my shit. My nose, my mouth.
But it's like pure fashion. I mean, I guess it's all right. I don't know fashion.
I don't know fashion.
I couldn't pull
Look at
it
me.
off.
I'm wearing a solid blue shirt.
I
always wear solid blue. I rarely wear a logo on my shirt.
He was like, shut the fuck up. Boom.
Was he white?
Slams the door.
black?
He's white.
Does he have hair?
Yeah. Gray hair.
Yeah, gray hair. He's older.
But someone who punched you should know what he looks like a little bit better.
Well, also, like, it's gonna be the guy in that room.
He
Yeah.
was bang, bang, bang. That's what.
But I mean, yeah, that's still. And she could be knowing that too.
Yeah,
But you just want to know. The more information is not gonna hurt.
I agree. But I mean, how long you live next to this guy? That's the problem nowadays. Nobody knows their neighbors.
That's true.
Nobody.
That's true. I have fantastic neighbors.
Mine are pretty decent.
Mine are amazing.
What do you want? What the fuck?
Oh,
Motherfucker over there.
That was
that was definitely awesome.
Put it down, motherfucker. Put it down.
What you did? Oh, okay. You see the knife better there.
Get out here.
I think a Bowie. I don't know if it's a machete.
Back up,
It's a
back
big
up.
ass knife
Get
though.
out here right now.
I wouldn't have rushed a
Get out
knife.
Get on the ground.
No.
You're right, gun.
hit that wall.
Guns.
yeah. She had the gun the whole time.
Listen, he also doesn't. Well, hold on.
He doesn't pull the.
He doesn't say taser, taser, taser to let her know what he's
let
doing.
her know what he's doing. Yeah.
You know, that pop noise could have made her believe something else, and then you could have had a worse situation.
Part's unconscious.
Let's see. He
Definitely hit
a
the chair. Yeah. That's one thing else you got to know about taser. You got to watch where the person's going to fall at.
Where they're
Now,
gonna
sometimes
fall.
you can't control it, like I said.
Yeah.
You know.
But you got to keep it in mind.
Yes. Man, that dragging the guy out by
Add an insult to injury, man. Like,
With a machete.
carpet burn. That's the least of that man's worries.
yeah, it is.
Remember back when we started, you couldn't have tattoos. At least where we were at,
Oh yeah.
it was like a big no-no.
Yep. Well, that's what happened. Not to say anything about that officer or any officer that has it, but like it's a standards thing, right? Like they have to. They don't have anybody to hire. So they're like, well, we got to back up on this. We got to back up. We got to loosen up on this. On
Just
the
got us.
on the facial hair. On the tattoos. And then ultimately, what's the scariest is the quality.
Well, quality is
person.
the worst one. Yes.
That's the worst one that they're
get him sat up.
having to. Like I said, that's not. Those two things aren't related, but there definitely is. They're just taking whoever they can get.
Well, I believe quality might play a factor in some of these because you've got
Oh, yeah.
horrible decisions.
Oh, 100%.
You know, we've worked with a few even back then when the
Oh,
standards
yeah.
was even higher, and we had some that were like every fork in the road was a horror. Like,
Sir?
you know, when you choose this decision, you should look at the other decision that you had and take
Sir?
that one.
Yeah.
Sir, talk to us.
I just noticed too. Look how far back her
Sir.
taser is on her belt.
She's a lot thinner. She has a lot. I'm gonna give her
You think
credit.
like she's just bending over and it's just kind of going around?
Well, it's
a little
showing,
more?
but she's a lot thinner. So, someone chunky like
Like
and
me,
you,
yeah.
you got a lot more
Okay, I got it. I see what
real
you're saying.
estate for everything.
You got more places on your belt.
Yeah, when
to
you
put
have
things.
when you have a
She doesn't have
38
many
waist,
places. Yeah.
you know, you've got 38 inches.
You got
of real
38
estate.
inches of real estate.
When
Yeah.
you've got I don't know women's sizes, but you got a size 3 or a
Yeah.
size 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
You got
Less than
a lot less
38.
real estate. You got beachfront property.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
you ain't mowing no grass.
I was just.
Talk to me.
I guess we could look further back to see where it was if she's standing upright, but. Well, that's like a. That's like some kind of ritualistic knife.
Did they ever say what happened with these officers?
I think they did when I saw it initially. What's up with this knife? Look at the knife. You see the knife?
What's that? A swordfish? Oh, that's like one of those Maui, like one of the. It's like, that's not even a machete, like one of the,
that's like a,
the Mayan warrior thingies.
Yeah.
Like with the. That's actually kind of cool. It's probably a souvenir he got when he was visiting someplace. No one buys that. I mean, it as a functional knife.
No. No.
It's got like shark teeth, or it's got obsidian shards or something in it.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know that'd even be the weapon I would choose to fight somebody with nowadays, with everything else that's out and about.
No, but I mean, like, I guess that's the best option you got. That's the best option you got.
Right.
You didn't go for a gun. But, like, I want to look at something, too. What led to this decision? Like,
Oh wait, what's that? Hands in the vest?
That motherfucker over there.
Before I was referring to.
He said something else too.
Oh no, she's grabbing the outside. Thumbs are in there.
Yeah, thumbs are in.
She's prepared. She got her hand on good just in case something bad goes happen.
Yeah.
Which
You don't know.
yeah, you don't know.
You don't know.
And that's a fine to me.
But-
That's fine. Being prepared is fine, and then
Yeah.
you can always, like I said, back it right down.
Back it right back down. Exactly. Exactly.
It's easy to take your hand off your weapon.
But you know what you do, and like they always say, like, you know, be prepared and stuff. Being prepared is also like talking through the door, saying hey to the police.
Verbal judo.
Verbal judo. Exactly. The best kind.
Oh yeah, 'cause, your mouth will 100%.
Oh yes. Yes.
Is your best tool for
Yes.
anything because you
Get
can.
you out of some
we've
shit.
all know there was back the officers. Everything would be great, and they would show up and like, oh, I hate when they show up because I had everything under control, and here in a minute everything's about to be
everybody off.
yes, and then everybody's end up going to jail because that one person or that one officer shows up and can't talk to people.
And they're not so much as going to do a supplemental.
No, they just leave. You get everybody
Nope,
arrested and they're
they
gone.
leave.
Like, thank you for making everything I had in control into controlled chaos to uncontrolled chaos. And
Yeah, I had this. This was going to be a report.
Yeah.
I was going to do a report. Everybody was going to go home.
everybody's gonna be happy.
But now this is 3 arrests,
Yeah.
use of force,
Yep,
visiting the hospital for 3 hours.
all because of your mouth.
All because, yeah,
Yep.
you take things personal, or you want to be. I don't know what you would say.
I don't know what it would be either.
You get pissy. You get.
I guess
You want to give out your own. I guess that would be still under the umbrella of taking it personal.
Yeah.
But like you want to almost dole out your own. You want to give them a good like tongue lashing. Like
Yeah, even though
like
you have
this,
no- like,
this
you
piece of
shouldn't-
garbage deserves to get fussed at. Like
Yeah.
maybe so,
right.
but
That's
you're
not-
not going to solve anything.
Oh no. I mean that's what we take when you get there with just people arguing. Hey, separate them
yeah,
because
Calm
they're not
them.
going to stop arguing.
yeah.
So
You're
don't
not going to
come
be
here-
able to solve in 5 minutes of meeting somebody an issue that has been broiling and being cooked for the past 10 years.
Oh, exactly.
You're not going to be able to stop them. They're not going to all of a sudden get along because somebody with a badge showed up and said, "Hey, play nice."
Yep.
No, just to quote the hero of this story, no.
Yeah. No.
But from this cam, you can actually hear this officer say something. It's kind of under his breath as they open the door because he says like, "What the F," and then he says something else too.
What do you want? What the fuck? Put that motherfucker over there.
Oh no, he did say that. Did pick up on the other
Yeah,
one. Put that.
motherfucking shit down.
Which now, okay, we're putting this is like the don't step in that story.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's making sense now because he's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
because he saw that like Mayan machete blade.
Well, I would also like what
I
yeah.
would, okay, yeah.
What the F is that? Yeah.
But I would think that. I wouldn't say it.
I probably wouldn't say.
I'd still say like, hey, like, oh, calm down, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
you're good.
I'm not even
It's
like, what
police.
is that thing?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
And then he.
That's a great conversational
Look,
piece.
Exactly. It's a great conversational piece.
Yeah.
You're like, what is that, man? Like,
put that
forget
down.
all this other.
Yeah.
You're distracting them.
Yeah.
You're giving them. You give this man an opportunity to talk about some trip that he went on, and he got that ancient weapon.
Yeah.
He's calming right down. He's excited now. He's not
Yeah.
pissed.
Listen, I got this on my
Yeah.
5th honeymoon.
Or better yet, I am a Samoa warrior. I mean, he's not.
I don't see it.
Maybe back in the day.
Probably not.
He might not have been on standby to go get some of the world's most terrible terrorists, but maybe once upon a time. But yeah, like holy, what is that thing, man?
Yeah.
Like, tell me about that. Like,
Let me
put
see
it down.
Yeah, put it down. Let me see
Yeah,
that.
put it down. But like, what is that?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Great verbal judo piece right there.
And then you want to know what else you could get from like that's not just like the stupid talk, right?
Yeah.
But like you're gonna hear, is he slurring? Does he smell like alcohol? Is he pissed? If he is pissed, it's probably gonna help him calm down a bit just by
Oh, you're
talking.
building that rapport with him.
You're just building a little rapport.
And he's going to be more honest with you.
He'll be
more open.
exactly
Very open with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like look, you might like. How many times have you got the? Well, look, man. Yeah, she just kind of bothers me sometimes, but I'll just stay inside. I'll
Yeah.
try to. After you've talked with them for a while, they're like, man, yeah, you know what? I'll just I'll try to keep it down tonight. You know, we're going on vacation next week anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Or I'm gonna go to my mom's tonight.
I'll go to my I'll go to my mom's tonight.
Yep.
Because why? Not because you beat down the door and then tase him.
Yeah. No, that's never gonna.
That's not gonna help anything. But what I wanted to go back and really see. Uh-oh. What does he do?
Puts it down.
He puts it down. But what I wanted to look at here. Oh, okay. This still isn't what I want to talk to you. But like, okay, number one, he puts it down. Mm-hmm. Sure, you're stressed out, you're freaking out a little bit, but like, okay, now this point, you could like plain as day.
Mm-hmm. See, he has nothing else.
He has nothing else.
Yep.
He's in his boxers.
You know what he should do right there? In my opinion, slam the door.
He should.
Yeah.
He should. That would have saved everybody some pain.
Yep. They would. Yeah.
But right here. Okay, man. Tell us why you're coming to the door with a. What is that thing?
Yeah.
With a shillelagh.
Yeah, because you're right now. The gun shouldn't be pointed at him.
No. That's not what else I was gonna say. The gun, like, that needs to be put away.
Yep. His weapons down. Your weapons.
His weapons down. You are there to de-escalate stuff.
Yes.
This right here, that's escalating it. You were making it worse. And I'm sorry to say, but go back to when they initially opened the door. She was like holding her gun or whatever onto the side. It was like you're kind of like you're a little nervous. Like,
oh yeah,
that's human.
Yeah.
That's natural, but that's just
like I said,
part of the puzzle.
It is, and that's part of your training. And
granted, that's part of your training, part of your experience.
Yeah, cops. Yeah, that's a big one. Experience goes a long ways. I mean, how many like I said, we're talking about the rookies to begin with.
Yeah,
how many come out and they get that going 100 miles and they can't back it back down. They're this happened and it's and it's black and white or this is the line, they crossed it and there's no backpedaling.
And kind of going off of that too. Not to change the subject too much, but kind of give another talking point. How much of that do you think has to do with, like you said, training and experience? But I'm thinking more training like official training from, say, the academy.
Oh, yeah.
What happens at every scenario of the academy?
Oh, it's always the worst.
Every one of them is the worst.
It's the worst you're going to die.
Where's the gun?
Yeah.
Where's the knife? Where's the bomb?
Yep.
Every one of them wants to put them on edge. Because they know if they do anything wrong, a gun's coming out.
Yep.
Now, I see the merit in that of being like, look, this is why you need to do it. But
it's just normal scenarios,
it's just 99% of the time.
Yeah. That's not the situation.
Somebody's not going to have
a gun or a knife hit.
A gun or a knife in their waistband.
Yeah.
Now, 100% of the time, you need to check.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be aware of it.
Yeah, you need to be ready in case if they do.
You need to be ready for it every single time. But 99% of the time, they're not going to have it.
Right.
But they almost not nurture, but plant this seed of like being on edge with everybody you deal with.
Yeah, you're going to die.
You're going to die. But again, I could see the merit of it because you want to think like that, but you can't. Okay, here's this. You got to think like that, but you can't act like that.
Exactly.
You can't act.
That's got to be in the back of your mind all the time.
All the time.
Or actually, it should be in the front of your mind all the time.
Yeah.
But suppressing it.
Exactly. Suppress it. Be ready for it. But, just on the outside, you're like, what the hell is that thing you got? But on the inside, you're like, if he lunges, I'm going to have to kill this man.
Yeah.
Or is there anybody else in this room?
Oh, yeah.
Who's
he going back to? Yeah.
Who's he going back to? Who else is back there with another one of these things?
Shouldn't have gone to the man's house to begin with.
Shouldn't have went to the man's house to begin with.
But yes, in an actual situation where, and like I said, that gun should be put away.
Because, exactly, you got to think too, like, if somebody else is in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean,
if they're around the corner there and they just see a gun, a gun sticking at my husband, a gun sticking at my brother, my grandpappy.
Yep.
You don't see who's attached to that gun. At no point. All you've heard is what the fuck and get the fuck down or
drop it.
Drop it.
Which he puts away.
Which he does. Mm-hmm. And you still point a gun at him.
let's go.
But the last thing I kind of wanted to do. Okay, look at her taser. That's okay. She
Yeah.
has her looks like magazines maybe on the front. I would probably switch those, but that's nitpicking. I guess that's just personal stuff.
I keep it that way.
You keep it that way?
I did, yeah. I don't. I mean, not anymore, but
I
did.
I like the
always
magazines more
I always
on
put
the-
magazines in the front because it was easier for me to draw.
See, I always like the taser as front. I almost had it like on top of the buckle because I liked it to be as up front as possible. But the magazine.
Well, I could never cross. I was always too fat. I could never cross draw when it was where she keeps it. I could never cross. I'm just.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do that exactly. I'd have to have it up more up front.
Yeah.
But that's just okay. But what I wanted to remark on here was okay. Yeah, she needs to put the gun away. They need to calm this down. They need to be like, hey, tell us what's going on. He's trying. He's literally trying to do what you want him to do. He's the only one doing everything right.
Yeah.
But I want you to look at this officer. It was hard to tell from her body cam. But like, look, he doesn't even have his taser out yet.
No, so that's still his gun.
Oh, he's got it out now.
It's a flashlight.
When he switches hands with the flashlight is when he takes it out. You think that's a thing too? You get stuck in that get on the ground instead of like talk like you.
Yeah.
Yes, say something, but like don't get stuck on get on the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's not working. What's
not working.
What's the game you used to play? You put a cheat code in or something, it didn't work. Or?
Yeah. Conker's bad for a day. You keep putting in the same cheat code. It didn't work first time. Ain't gonna work second time. Dipshit. That was an awesome game. But like, he doesn't have his taser out until he switches with his flashlight here.
Right.
So nothing because maybe he's left-handed. Okay, again, nitpicking even more.
No.
He's got his flashlight in his wrong hand.
I always had to draw mine left-handed.
Like go this way and
then switch. Yeah.
Oh.
Because that was
So
one
you
of
could
the.
literally never.
No, I was always good at just flipping it in my own hand. I could always just draw it left-handed. I mean, it'd be backwards, and I could easily just flip it over and turn it. I mean, you're still it's
I got you.
In a real stressful situation. I mean, it's a lot of fine motor skills.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted like what happened with this man standing here with no weapons in his hand, telling you just no, and just trying to literally tell you what happened? Do you decide
to open up the taser?
Now he gets the taser.
So hard, I thought they were gonna come through the wall.
Oh, I see the chair.
He hit his head on the top of the chair.
Yep.
But yeah, he literally just said they knocked so hard on the wall I thought they were coming through, and then you tase him. Oh, that's really bad. So yeah. Audience, that's really bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
You
want to go to the last one, or you want to? I mean, I think we've dwelled on this one quite a bit.
We dwelled on that one a lot.
This one.
So this will be a more fun one, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe this could round us out because we're already at an hour and 12 minutes.
So I guess we're going to finish this out with just videos then. We'll do the next one on something completely different.
Maybe next time we just do one video.
Yeah. I know you
just start us off.
That's what I was thinking originally, but you were to do the theory of.
I didn't think that was going to take that long.
Yeah.
I'm glad it did though.
Yeah.
But all right, so the third one. This is more of just a Karen.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm too nervous to take a meal from McDonald's because I can't see it being made.
All right, number one, crying with no tears.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with people nowadays.
Yeah.
But please,
He's
just give
with no
us
tears.
a break. So I decided to come to the McDonald's at Love's on the Ford Avenue exit, and I waited in line to get my food. I had already done my mobile order.
That's a good uniform too. Look at that.
I don't pay for my stuff because I
I'd have loved to have worn that.
Yeah.
But I'm on my way home from work. When I pull up to the window, they hand me my receipt, so I go to the second window to get my food.
You're on your way home. Just go home and change if you're that
Just
worried.
go home and change.
And I'm waiting.
And
I'm waiting.
From her outfit,
So
maybe is she in a
the girl comes
cruiser?
To
I don't see a cage.
Asks me what my order was.
If she's not in a cage, take your uniform off.
My order and my coffee.
Wiping away non-existent tears.
Order. And they asked me to pull up because my food's not ready. It's an English muffin meal with
Okay,
hash brown and coffee.
the one mistake. You're at McDonald's. That's why.
We
We already
talked about this
established
on the
that
last
the
one.
worst place to go
Well,
get food.
Taco
So I
Bell.
pull it forward and
Tired.
a girl comes out with my coffee and just the coffee. And she hands it to me and I have my window down.
Oh, here we go.
Why is this
And that's
upsetting
all
you
she
so
hands
much?
me is the coffee.
It's McDonald's.
So
They
I
do this all the
said,
time.
Don't bother with the food because right now I'm too nervous to take it.
Don't bother with the food.
It doesn't matter how many hours I've been up. It doesn't matter what I've done for anyone.
What?
It's about me on
Right
this
now
one.
I'm too nervous to take a meal from McDonald's. Because
Which-
I can't see it being made.
You should be nervous to take food from anybody.
I don't know what's going on with people nowadays. But please, just give us a break. Please just give us a break.
There's more crying
I don't know
than
how much
tears.
more I can take.
Don't
I've
go
been
to
in this for
McDonald's.
15 years and I've never, ever had such anxiety about waiting for McDonald's drive-through food.
15
So
years?
just have a heart.
I kinda
And if you see an officer, just tell them thank you. Because I don't hear thank you enough anymore.
That does not sound like somebody from who's been on this job for 15 years.
No.
To just be so chill. No uniform, no nothing. Just for a couple of days.
Take a vacation.
It'll get better, I know it will. This whole blow over. But hopefully, it blows over.
I would put her
sooner
on.
than later
Stunt.
because
I put her on admin leave.
I just want something.
Mental breakdown. You need some time
I
off.
love y'all.
Do that. That's
Like, if McDonald's is upsetting you that much, I don't want you on the street.
well,
I don't
let's
think
be
she's on the
real. Like,
street.
they didn't just. McDonald's, if anything, should come out with a statement and be like, look,
Yeah.
we didn't treat her this bad because she's a police officer.
We treat everybody. This
We
way.
treat everybody this shitty.
Yeah. This is. Have you not been to McDonald's?
If anything, that gives more props to McDonald's. I'm like, yeah, they're consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
They're consistent.
I always.
She described a perfect. She described the past 7 times I went to McDonald's.
Yeah.
But half my food was missing. I got asked to be pulled up. Asked to pull up
Every time I go, I get.
every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm getting one meal or a meal for my family.
Yep.
Breakfast, lunch, a
And-
McDonald's
and then-
here, a McDonald's in
And
2
then,
other states.
First of all, you already know. Like, police are never painted in a good light, anyhow.
No.
Doesn't matter whether it was when we were doing it or now or whatever. 80s was a bad time for them
Yeah.
too. No one's really going to feel sorry for you because your meal didn't come. I got that same issue.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't feel because I'm wearing a uniform. Like you said, you're on your way home. Take it off,
Yeah, you're on your way home.
or go home and make food.
Go home, make food. If you're on your way home
Yeah, you're on your way
and
home.
you're not in a. Now, if she's in a marked police car, then that's one thing.
Yeah,
But let's back that up.
yeah,
Don't go through the drive-through.
yeah.
Don't go through the drive-through if you're in a marked police car.
Don't do that.
That's a horrible idea.
Subway's a great place to go because you can see everything right in
You
front of
watch them make it, yeah.
Yeah.
At least if you're inside,
Mhm.
then you have the chance of them thinking that you're watching them.
you. Yeah,
But again, you know, we'll bring it up. Body cams for everybody.
body cams
I
everybody.
want body cams for everybody.
And if we're rounding this out here, just for Boar, he didn't want us to mention chicken nuggets again on the next episode. So with those chicken nuggets in there just one last time.
Yeah, naked chicken nuggets. Which also, you never had the right amount.
True.
They always stiff you, give you 4.
Well,
and stuff.
let's round this out with just these 3 videos.
So yeah, we just got the 3 videos here. Maybe we'll chop them up or something. No cam for Ben this up. There's Mrs. Ben. But
You didn't make it at all.
yeah, I didn't get on there at all. But yeah. Nice short and sweet one.
How long was that one?